OP married his golden child brother's ex after he divorced and abandoned her with their son. Now, after 3 years, the brother came back demanding to reconcile, then physically assaulted OP knowing their relationship. Still, entitled parents took the brother's side, demanding OP break up with her. So OP cut ties with them and went NC. I, 28M, have been dating my brother's ex-wife 30F for the past 3 years. My brother married his ex-wife 8 years ago. After she got pregnant, he didn't want the child and forced her to abort. She didn't want to, so he just divorced her in just 1 year and gave up all his rights. My then sister-in-law was devastated. She was a single mother, and my brother does pay alimony and child support. We are all childhood friends and lived in the same neighborhood. I think what she saw in him that she married to him so early. My brother is a boss. He bullied me as well. He is a golden child after all. So I supported my sister and friend throughout her pregnancy and helped my nephew as well. He never saw his father because Poss never met him. So 3 years ago, we started dating. We never told any of our family members, and I moved in with her. We avoided telling anyone to not create any problems. So a week ago, my brother came to his ex's place, and he was shocked to see me and asked me what I was doing here. And we had no choice but to tell him the truth. He was very mad at me, and he hit me and started screaming at me. How could I do this to him? After a bit of fighting, he said he came here to reconnect with his ex and become a part of his child's life, and he didn't know that I was a scumbag enough to do this to him. My now girlfriend threatened him to leave, and she doesn't want anything to do with him. He screamed at both of us and called us lovely names. In the end, we both threatened to call cops if he didn't leave, so he finally left. Now all my family members, mom, dad, and grandson, are saying I shouldn't have had such a relationship with my brother's ex, and I'm a scum, and they are ashamed of me. I should break up with her so my brother can be with his wife and child, and I'm an obstacle. I said to them that we were going to tell them soon and planning to get married this year or early in 25. And they called me names and threatened to cut contact and wouldn't attend the wedding. My girlfriend is saying to not mind them, and we will get married, even if it's just 2 of us, and to report my brother for what I did. So AITA for doing this. Relevant comments. Devoted. NTA. And there's no reason to wait until they cut you off. Go NC with them now. You already know you can't trust them with the most important aspects of your life, so they're not worth any effort or consideration. OP. I just thought I would be able to keep my relationship with my family. That's why I didn't go NC or report my brother. Global Fact 7752. And to do what you want in that regard. But in order to adopt the child, your brother will have to legally sign away his parental rights. OP. He did it years ago. He probably hoped he would be able to avoid child support. He couldn't. He pays alimony and child support, but is mad at me for doing what I did. No_thanks_9802. So you help and support the woman and child your brother abandoned. But you're the scum. Yeah, it's time to go LC or NC with every family member that thinks this. Also, what is your brother thinking, coming back after all this time, ignoring his responsibilities, and having his fun and thinking things are just going to go back the same? Yeah, you can tell he was the golden child and can do no wrong. NTA. OP. No, I'm not a scum for helping her and her kid. They knew about it. I'm a scumbag because I am in a relationship with her and adopting her kid, which I shouldn't have done in their words. She is not just my brother's ex. She's also my childhood friend, and I fell for her, and we did what we did, and they are angry at us now. See Guy 203. You mentioned your brother was the golden child, so that should have been a clear indication already that your family wouldn't have your back whatsoever. Please report your brother, and make sure your nephew isn't anywhere near him. OP, well yeah, but I was just hoping that there would be a way for us to maintain a relationship with our son and grandson. Even if he was a golden child, they shouldn't break their relationship with their son and grandson. That's what I believe at least. If there's no way to get this, I'll just cut them off myself. No_thanks_9 at 802. It's a bummer that your family thinks that. They don't have their priorities straight. They are in fact the Oz. I would listen to your girlfriend and continue with what you're doing and get married, even if it's only you, her nanny, and your son. I wish all 3 of you the best. OP. Oh yeah, we are getting married no matter what. I was just trying to save my relationship with my parents. That's all. The _crown_and_anchor. If you were assaulted, press charges. As for your family, you had to know they were going to disown you over this decision. So just move on without them. Beyond that, Have your girlfriend's lawyer send your brother a letter explaining that he gave up his parental rights and that he has no legal right to be in his child's life. He'll probably petition the courts to end child support and alimony. So just be prepared for that. AITA. OP. Oh, I should have mentioned this. Where I'm from and the laws I know about after consulting. If I marry her, he won't need to pay alimony and child support if I adopt my nephew. So my girlfriend came up with a devious plan that we will hold on to adopting and make him pay child support and other necessary funds that are required in the future and fight for it for what she did to her and what he did to me. But I think of just letting it all go. And we cut them all off if there's no other way and move on with our lives. Roadkill 4 snacks. Did your brother change his mind? Or have your parents been trying to persuade him to reconnect with his son? I don't know anything about this. He just showed up at my girlfriend's place, was shocked to see me, beat me, and left after screaming. And we are discussing what we should do next, which is why I'm here asking for an opinion. Kikok 5591. NTA, and cut your whole family out. Adopt the child and make sure to tell him the truth when he's older. OP. I was just hoping that I might be able to retain at least some kind of relationship with my parents. That's why I didn't block and tried to talk to them all the time and tell them what I feel. If it doesn't work, I'll just cut them off because I would have no other choice. Update. First of all, thanks to all of the majority of the people for their support and kind opinions. There are also some who are threatening me, saying if it were them, I would be 2 feet under. Or there are some people I shouldn't mess with. Or I shouldn't put my hands on someone's wife or blood. Bro. He did that himself. He abandoned both of them. And before she's my brother's ex-wife, she's my best friend. Coming back to the update, there's nothing much to say. Yesterday we sat down and called my family and talked to clear things up. It was my girlfriend who talked to them. And she said even if we both don't get married, there is no chance that she will be with him or allow him to meet her kid no matter what. And it isn't up to him to decide for her what she can and can't do. My family and brother all started convincing her to give my brother a chance to be a dad and husband after a lot of yapping. My wife said no. She already has found another man, and there isn't much he can do to stop her. Then my brother started threatening me because he knew I was listening. I didn't even say much. He said I went too far and was saying nasty things. My wife cut him off and said never contact any of us. So now we have decided that we are going to file a complaint in the morning and move somewhere else near her parents or at her parents. If I marry her, he won't need to pay alimony, but he will be required to pay child support unless I adopt him. So we decided to forget about money and go with marriage and adoption. We don't care about vengeance or money. We just want to live our lives in peace and without any drama. And I'll never talk to my family or have any contact with them, even if I or any of them die, 'cause F them. Delusional OP.